From the corner store to your favorite restaurant, the cost of goods and services may be going up soon thanks to a new tax or a tax on Texas businesses.
Yeah, this revised franchise tax is going to be collected soon. Some businesses that never paid the old tax could be out thousands of bucks. And you know what that means. You could be paying more. Action 13 consumer reporter Jeff Ealing joining us now with the story. Jeff?
Well, Alona and Eric, by now most of us have paid our taxes, but if you own a business, you're about a month away from owing even more money, and this time it's going to go to the state of Texas. And when businesses owe more money, the costs very often get passed right along to consumers. The cost of your lunch or a dinner out may be about to go up, and this time fuel prices are not to blame. Instead, it is a tax on Texas business.
For us, it's going to mean, a fair amount of money, extra money that we're going to have to pay, and on top of the tens of thousands of dollars we send to the state every month already.
Bill Sadler is a Houston restaurant owner who just found out the revised franchise tax will cost him thousands of dollars in additional taxes. Sadler did know the franchise tax might hurt his bottom line after it was approved last year, so he prepared by closing an underperforming restaurant.
We had about 30 people that were out of work. I'm sure they all got work, but I'm sure most of them collected unemployment insurance for a while after that.
If closing the doors is not an option, passing along the cost just might be.
Restaurants don't make that much money. Our profit margin is not that high, so we're going to have to pass it on to the customer.
Sadler is not alone. Thousands of Texas businesses that had been exempt from the franchise tax now owe it, and they must find a way to come up with what can be tens of thousands of dollars.
We're seeing apartment owners, restaurants, convenience stores. It covers the whole base, all the businesses.
Houston accountant Bob Martin adds many business owners still do not even know that they owe the tax or how much it will be. So the full impact on consumers just isn't certain.
A lot of businesses right now are facing increased energy costs. They're facing higher property taxes. And then you add this tax into the mix, you're going to be paying more at the cash register.
And that's bad news for cash-strapped consumers.
We are the ones, the people who ended up paying for all these charges.
The tax is due in June, and even if a business doesn't owe the tax, a business owner still has to file the forms telling the state. And the process is so confusing, the collection date has been postponed once, and many businesses are now turning to CPAs to help calculate the tax. That's costing them more money, so this may become a really big problem in the weeks to come, guys.
Okay, Jeff, so home businesses, are they going to have to fork over this tax as well?
Well, if you have a home-based business, this could impact you depending on how your business is structured. If you're a sole proprietor, you are exempt, but if you're an LLC, then, well, you may actually owe money on this tax. We have a link to the comptroller's website that explains a whole lot more about this, including the way that it's calculated. This tax can be calculated one of 3 different ways. Go to abc13.com and click on the consumer tab to find the blog.
Okay, coming up at 6, you've got some dirty details for us.
Well, we like following along with those health inspectors as they check out restaurants.